I captured the most rare and incredible 360-degree video of the inside of a hammerhead shark's mouth looking outside at me as I'm filming it. What I captured is the selfie of all selfies. It is the photo of a century. Photographers can only dream of capturing something like that. No amount of money, expertise, or meticulous coordination could have captured what I so effortlessly captured on my solo dive to the Bahamas, not to mention the other incredible, beautiful close-up shots of some of the largest great hammerhead sharks in the Atlantic. And that is what this video is about. This video is not about a travel guide to the Bahamas, how to get there, who to dive with. If you wanted to go to the moon, you could probably find a plethora of online resources showing you exactly how. This video is about neurological evolution, rewiring the brain, the patterns of fear and joy, so you can live the life of your dreams. You might have heard of the saying, God helps those who help themselves. That is a literal fact. When you do your best, the universe does the rest. When you decide to consciously challenge your fears, your biases, your emotional state, and consciously move or self-direct yourself in the direction of your dreams, it's almost as if the universe collapses the field of infinite probabilities into a singular desired reality, the one that benefits and uplifts you. That is the law. That is how the universe works. The universe does not reward kindness or weakness. The universe rewards warriors. It rewards risk takers. It rewards people that march, literally march in the direction of their dreams. I work as a data scientist and a technical consultant for multi-billion-dollar companies. I architect some of the most sophisticated infrastructure solutions for Fortune 100 firms. And yes, that means I'm logical, analytical, dedicated, and disciplined. But what that also means is that I need time off from my laptop to heal and recalibrate my nervous system in the ocean. I need to heal. I need the oceans to teach me the art of symbiosis. I actually rely on oceanic species, intelligent oceanic species, to teach me how to flow and the art of energy exchange, symbiotic relationships where energy is exchanged in harmony and equal balance, which is in stark contrast to man-made patriarchal hierarchies that are designed to dominate and control the female psyche. I rely on the oceans to cleanse me, keep me healthy and sane. It is a necessity, not a vanity excursion. I take time off from costly and important projects to swim with hundreds and thousands of sharks, thousands of miles away from shore. I swim with killer whales in the Arctic in freezing temperatures, not for fun or as a distraction from life, but as a deep need, a spiritual necessity. I need it to stay healthy and sane. What I'm simply pointing out to you is that even for somebody like me, extremely logical, extremely analytical, accomplished deep water diver who swims with great white sharks, and who swims with killer whales, who eat great white sharks for lunch. Even for somebody like me, fear is not out of reach. It's not out of bounds. Fear is very much a possibility. I want to take you back with me to Norway, where I was swimming with killer whales, orcas, in Sjøvoy. And I met this accomplished, let's just say accomplished person in their field. He had quite a few accolades in front of his name, and he had traveled the world. He seemed like an experienced traveler, and we were sharing with each other our plans, our dive plans for the coming years. And I will never forget what he told me when I shared with him my plan to swim with hammerheads and tigers in the Bahamas. He looked at me and said, "Oh, you're going on one of those beta dives where they chum the waters with blood? Oh, you're going to get eaten alive." Quote, that's how you're going to die. He said what he said with so much authority, belief, and conviction, I actually believed him. But here's the thing, there's no shortage of accomplished idiots in the world. Just because somebody is accomplished doesn't mean that they're immune to biases and personal judgments and opinions. I took his word for fact and gave it a whole nother meaning. I would literally visualize the angle in which a tiger shark would approach me, the wetsuit I'd be wearing, the arm that it would bite, blood pouring uncontrollably in the ocean, the divers panicking, the rescue boat arriving late, the first aid being insufficient, so on and so forth. Note, I live 45 minutes away from the Bahamas. I'm a 45-minute boat ride. And I go to the Bahamas all the time to dive with the dolphins. And yet, the thought of swimming with hammers in the winter gave me panic attacks. And that is the power of fear. If you do not challenge every incoming and outgoing thought, if you don't challenge its validity, it will take root in your mind and full executive control of your life. It's a lot of work to challenge your thoughts, but it is also a prerequisite. It is a requirement. If you don't do that, fear will control your life. Now, here are some statistics. Humans attack 475,000. Men kill 475,000 humans annually, not including wars. Including wars, the number is in the millions. Sharks kill 10 people annually, globally. Humans kill hundreds and thousands of sharks annually. Sharks don't do that. You are statistically more likely to get attacked on your way from your home to your Uber, to the airport, to your destination country, to your dive shop, to your hotel, and finally into the ocean. You're more likely to get attacked by a human or die of a car crash than you are to get attacked by a shark. And yet, you're conditioned to believe that sharks are dangerous. It's an improbable fear, and yet we let that fear dictate and control our lives. Even for somebody like me, who has deep reverence for the ocean, if I can let fear control me, you can only imagine the impact fear has on somebody that has no connection or reverence to the ocean. That is the power of fear. And so standing guard at the gate of your mind and challenging people's mental vomit. This mental vomit, of course, comprises of personal biases, judgments, entire belief systems based on kind of inaccurate facts and made up stuff. If you're able to challenge, only when you're able to challenge that, are you then able to take full executive control of your life. That is a prerequisite to greatness. The Bhagavad Gita, which is an ancient text, 10,000 BCE, from Sunita Williams, the American astronaut, to Oppenheimer, the creator of the nuclear bomb. People, the greatest people on earth, don't just read the Bhagavad Gita, but take it very seriously. Chapter 6.4 says, Uddharet Atmana Atmanam, pick yourself up by your own self. Na Atmanam Afsadhaye, don't defeat yourself by your own self. Atmai Bhayatmano Bandhuhu, the self is one's own best friend. Atmai Varipuratmanaha, the self is one's own worst enemy. Can you imagine that? It says your mind can be your own worst enemy. Now, to understand and comprehend this is one thing. To take it literally and apply it in your life is another. And so it's a very important quote that I needed to share with you. And while I cannot teach you the entire Bhagavad Gita and all of my life's teaching in one video, I do want to at least introduce to you the neurologic recode, my intellectual property, my proprietary framework. The neurologic recode, or simply put, the Recode Project, is a framework for trauma transformation, identity reinvention, and logical self-command, the highest form of self-mastery. It is not a self-help concept. It is a sentient, cosmic system of resurrection designed by me to integrate with the human psyche and evolve through the body like living DNA. It fuses with the inner self to recalibrate the nervous system, reconstruct the identity inside out, and upgrade the self-operating system, turning your life into a masterpiece of conscious design. It's rooted in transdisciplinary synthesis. It combines research from neuroscience, metaphysics, quantum physics, consciousness studies, and my original modality called the ego logic, where your perceived failures and flaws and handicaps are not erased, they are exalted. Your perceived failures are used as the very medium of your metamorphosis. Your handicaps are used as leverage, even as clout. And lastly, of course, it includes high adrenaline awakening through oceanic immersion, learning flow, learning the art of symbiosis and energy exchange through intelligent pelagic species by actually diving with some of the smartest and the most beautiful oceanic life. And so I'm excited to introduce to you my very incredible framework. Do check it out.